can hear me, so that's the toy.
First impressions, very good. The car is at basically minimum grip, and it feels plenty fast enough for this tiny track, and considering the experience with local cars and local grip levels, it's more than enough. So after thinking about it a little bit, I'm starting with the first changes in toe settings at the beginning, and we'll see how it goes. up everyone? I hope you can hear me. Back at Saluki next day after practice. So I thought I'm gonna give you a quick run around around this Boss S13 we have here. Okay. This is a S14 Boss kit adapted to S13, which I actually prefer. I think that's the chassis had to be built on, because it has this fastback shape. Looks more than a muscle car. It's a small muscle car. Fastback shape is better for that front end, so that's why I think it looks cool. Kevlar with some carbon bits and pieces. Shop cat. Hey, how are you? Show us your eyes. Oh yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So yeah, go back to the car. LS based RHS block, 440 cubic inches. Mast heads, mast covers, individual throttle bodies. We're making about 620 to the wheel horsepower and about 650 Newton meters of torque. Wisefab suspension, Feal 442s, GK Tech front swaybar. Chose this one because I needed the splines here to make clear from the pulley and bracing on the suspension. Some patch of Max bracketry. Pretty straightforward, nothing fancy, but also fancy at the same time. Inside, this year we're running single seat because this year we're losing weight. Pretty basic, very typical for local area cage. Using Akusam, IRP handbrake, G-force type gearbox from RTS. Oh yeah, and don't mind the mess, this is all kind of temporary, hopefully. For the control we have Motec stuff, PDM, M something, I don't know, don't remember, ECU, dash, MP seat, short harness, Sparco steering. Yeah, there's quite a bit of things still to dial in the car. It's never ending story, as you all know. Plexiglass, Kevlar roof, doors of course, 720 wheels, D2 brakes, 4-port rear calipers but single caliper setup, floating discs, same in the front, 6-pot caliper in the front, rear mounted radiator, fuel cooler. As you imagine, it gets really hot in here. So in here what we have: radium in fuel cell search tank with fuel pumps and everything, all the radium stuff. Goodies. Mercedes cooling fan. At the moment it still doesn't have windows etc., but it will have, so that's why these two fans to pump some fresh air into the cabin. Actually, I've noticed on one of the British cars that it really keeps the car inside almost like feeling like refrigerated. In the back also feels 442s. We're running Zestino tires, 265s. We limited to that size. Wisefab in the rear, Siki rear differential, some titanium exhaust, pretty small, with two resonators, and also GK Tech rear sway bar. I don't remember exactly, is that GK Tech. The first sway bar we got was from Siki, but it was not clearing exhaust the way we wanted, and this one is a replacement for that. So tires, yeah, Zastinos 265s and Toyos 255s in the front. I went up the size this year because Saeed, the driver of the car, was having issue putting heat into the front tires. So we're trying to get just a bigger tire, which would be also even harder to heat up, but at the same time there's just more rubber. It works as cold, it works a little bit better. Hey dude. Hey. Ah. Face is dirty. He keeps rubbing on the cars inside the shop all the time. So yeah, that's about it. As it sits right now, it's at 1060 kilos without a driver, and that was like half empty fuel tank. So I imagine like a full-on race weight will be around 1080, a little bit under. There's not much left to put back into the car, and it's a very responsive, very easy to drive car. Yeah, and also we're running LSD in the back, just to give that extra agility to the thing. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this. See you next time.